I'd like to introduce Michiel Kalverda, CEO and founder of TMI Academy. It's a real-life case study from the Netherlands, and we're really honored to have them with us today. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. So, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having us over here. In the content today, I want to share a story, a history class of 2032. I'm going to talk about the future of education, digital literacy in the Netherlands, and I have some closing words for you today. First of all, I want to take you back. It's very important to remember, from now on, we are in 2032. All right? Remember that. 2032. The education landscape in the Netherlands, it has been not so changeable the last 23 years. This is the streets of my hometown, Utrecht, the most beautiful city of the Netherlands, maybe the most beautiful city of the world, but yeah, that's my opinion. And if you look, there's camels in the street, there's some color even, but you see horses, you see wagons. It's old-fashioned, 100 years ago. And if we take a look at a classroom at the 19th century, the 20th century, sorry, you see kids sitting there and a teacher standing in front of the class. If we take a look into the future, 2019, you see exactly the same thing. You see kids sitting in class, teacher in front of the class, and there's a little digital board now. That's something, but it's not totally different. And if we take a look on how the streets have developed in 100 years, let's have a look. Slightly different. There's something different. I don't know what. So, the first 20 years of the 21st century have been an amazing development. You see Paris Hilton there with a phone in their hand. In 2008, Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone to us. And in 2019, I don't know if you can see it right, but these are all TikTok videos made in classrooms. Teenagers making TikToks all the time. It's developing, it's developing, it's developing. The last revision of a curriculum in the Netherlands took place in 2006. That's 2 years before Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone. Remember that. And then, of course, the pandemic hit us all. It was terrible. Luckily, we're now in 2032. It's way behind us. What happened during COVID in the Netherlands? Cyberbullying quadrupled, 4 times as much cyberbullying in the Netherlands amongst teenagers. Sextortion doubled in the Netherlands. And inequality has risen in education. It's terrible. And what I think happened is tech became the main goal of our innovation as a society. We're so tech-focused, and it has opportunities. We saw the presentation of Microsoft. Microsoft Teams helped us due to this pandemic. It helped us. But I want to share a story. My diary, I have it with me, from yesterday. I arrived in London, and I want to take you on the journey, still in 2032. Remember that. I arrived in London, and I walked down the street with my lenses in. Now I have my glasses on. Yesterday was my lenses in which augmented reality showed me which route to walk. A warning message told me that I must not run a red light, or I will not be able to see my mother for the next 3 weeks. I'm advised by Siri that I should also exercise today, and I'm told what groceries have been ordered for me. Tom shared my live stream, and my popularity among my loved ones has risen. The moment I remember that I forgot to take out the laundry, my assistant has indicated to do it for me. I live in a world where I don't have to think anymore. Everything is taken care of for me. I'm trying to remember the last time I had a drink on a terrace with friends. It must have been 10 years ago. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I see their posts pass by regularly. It is so nice that I only speak to the people who like the same things that I do. And yes, speaking, online chatting is for me the same, exactly the same as speaking used to be. Maybe better even. And the others, I hate so much. How on earth can they not like these systems? I am happy. That is what my algorithm shows me. Everything is personalized, and everyone agrees with me. The insecurities of the past are gone. The world revolves around me and my opinion. I am the most important thing to me. Before, it used to get worse. Because back in the day, I was still confronted with opinions that were not my own. In the old days, like 2022 or something, discussion and reasoning put me on a different track. I used to change my mind from time to time. Fortunately, those days are behind me. I am happy. That is what my algorithm shows me. Okay, we're back. We're back in 2022, London. Remember? Excel, one of the first congresses after pandemic. We're back, relax. Not in 2032 anymore. My name is Michiel Kalverda from the Netherlands. I sell time machines. No, I don't. That it worked better in 2032, this joke, but I do not sell time machines. I'm the founder of TMI Academy. It stands for Too Much Information, and in the Netherlands, we hope to have an impact in education landscape. We teach about media literacy, digital literacy. And there's two things I believe that we can do to prevent this story from happening. There's one thing we can do, restriction. We can forbid the things we don't like. We can ban the things we don't want. One question, do we want the government to tell us what is true? No, we don't want that. We see this in Europe happening right now. We don't want that. Second thing we can do, we can educate ourselves. And the next 10 years will be decisive for education landscape. Three things, media savviness, information literacy, and the 21st century skills used by project-based learning. It's a very innovative way of teaching. It's very growing in educational landscape. And I have a few questions, just a few, it's not all of them, that can describe a feeling of how it is to be media savvy or how it is to be information literate. So the first question I have for you guys, if you can answer this, what role does your phone take in your ideal world? If you can answer that, you are on the right track, becoming media savvy. Second question, how do you decide what is true? We are living in a world with an information overload. We need to educate ourselves. How do we filter the information? And the third question is, why are teachers so sweaty? And later on, I will answer this one. Now I want to tell you the TMI story. So we started in 2015, and this is a photo taken in Amsterdam, the second city of the Netherlands. Utrecht is my city, so that's the best city. And what you see here, students have taken part of a project week, and at the end of the project week, they made their own talk show on stage with a green screen. They could decide where the talk show was. Very fun to do. And we started in 2015. Our journey began we wanted to give teenagers reliable information. There was no news channel for teenagers in the Netherlands, so we decided let's do that. A year later, Trump was in the United States, and we kind of felt the necessity to teach the basics of journalism in a workshop. The first fake news workshop arrived in 2018, the first project week, full week of experience, enthusiasm we created. And due to the pandemic in 2020, we digitalized everything we had, so our theory remained on the schools, remained at home, of course. And last year we launched our new product, Future Proof Teacher, where we educate teachers on digital literacy and project-based learning. Everything we do has 3 pillars, 3 really important pillars. Storytelling. You kind of sometimes remember the end of the story, but the story behind it is the thing that resonates for you. So everything we do is based on storytelling, experience. And to let it resonate really clearly, we make fun, gamification. And it's not only in the digital environment that we have, also in the classroom itself. We play games to make the theory resonate. And the third one, project-based learning. And there it comes back the question, why are the teachers so sweaty? In the Netherlands, I believe teachers have too much work to do, an overload of work, and with project-based learning, you get the sweat on the right forehead, on the forehead of the teenagers, of your students. The themes we interact with is fake news, like cyberbullying, all really important themes of the 21st century of the 21st century. And online hate speech is also a very important growing problem among teenagers, sexting, sextortion as well. Our contribution until now, we are working together with 70 secondary schools in the Netherlands. We have helped over 12,000 students. They have experienced our classes, our workshops, and we help more than 2,500 teachers and parents along the way. They are feeling more comfortable now in the digital world. This is a nice story. This is a video, you see it? We're going to play it. In this video you will see a case study. The video workshop we created with cyber security, hacking and phishing. You will see the class, and afterwards you will see the result. The teenagers made their own video about hacking and phishing. So this is the moment that we can play the video. Enjoy.
Als je gehackt wordt, kunnen er een aantal dingen gebeuren.
Ja, klopt.
Ja, die staat er. Het staat er wel.
Ja.
De sheriff wordt gehackt, de rechercheurs worden opgeroepen. De sheriff geeft instructie, de recherche gaat het uitzoeken, de locatie is gevonden, inval bij de hacker, schietpartij, hacker rent weg, hacker rent de trap af, de recherche rent er achteraan, sheriff glijdt van trap,
Ja.
sheriff haalt donuts.
Ja.
Ja, en dan ga ik dus door die klapdeuren heen. En dan hun rennen helemaal verder. En dan op een gegeven moment gaat Roy hier ergens zitten of zo. En die schiet dan op hun 3. En dan kom ik er dan, laat me zeggen, dan zet je een foto's aan de pauze. En dan zie je mij weer helemaal zo.
Uit die
Met de donut. heb een hele lastige gehad voor jullie. En ik weet, jullie hebben het de vorige keer verneukt. Maar ik geef jullie nog een kans. Ik ben namelijk gehackt. En ik weet één ding. Hij zit in Europa. Heren, we gaan op onderzoek.
We weten het zeker? Ja. Nederland. We weten het. De hacker zit in Zevenaar. Jongens, eet je donut up. Actie!
Plan is gelekt.
Politie, we weten waar je bent, hacker.
Shit.
Jullie hebben hem al? Ik was gevallen. Waar is mijn zwaar?
The fun part is, this is for the workshop was 3 hours, and they made up the idea themselves. They edited parts of it themselves, and they had a lot of fun times. This is one of the best videos made by the students ever in our experience. But I wanted to show you, it's really fun. And my most important takeaway, people come first. Let them experience the story. Let them make the story. And please, tech is always a means, not an end. And if you want to do this yourself in your country, you want to implement digital literacy or media literacy, just start with it. Don't wait until the government says there's a new curriculum or something. Just start, experiment, and improve along the way. It is time to take action right now, and let's make it fun. So I want to talk to you about the new curriculum in the Netherlands, because there's some developments I want to share with you. I'm kind of proud of it as well. In the Netherlands, curriculum.now, in the Netherlands we say curriculum.nu, was founded in 2018. It was a collaboration of 80 schools, and it's a bit of a complex story, so I simplified it for the presentation here. But there are 80 schools working together, and they came in contact with experts, scientists, companies like us, and they created the curriculum of the future. And now, just a few months ago, the Dutch government announced that digital literacy will be a very important topic the next few years. So for me, I believe it's gonna, I know politics a little bit, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than I hoped for, but 2025 will be the moment. I believe that digital literacy will be in the curriculum, in the new curriculum for Dutch schools. And if I talk about digital literacy, for us it's people who can utilize the online world without being used by it. And if it's going to be implemented, there's going to be an important thing. It's going to be cross-curricular. It means every subject on the timetable of students will be dealing with digital literacy. It's not going to be a subject itself on the timetable. It's going to be more like a new sense you have to do. You have to do everything digital literate. And I think that's really important because the rest of your life, you will find moments that you are not paying as much attention as you want. You're scrolling in bed, then you're not paying attention. That's the moment that you need to be digital literate. There's not going to be any exams. I love that idea. No exams. Just do it. Just get your grades for the other subjects and do it digital literate. And one other thing, in the Netherlands we are struggling with motivation of students. I believe that digital literacy is a chance to upgrade that. It's the world that they are living in for like 6 or 8 hours a day. Let's use that and get them motivated again. So now, the future. The future. 2032? No. The future is now. And what we are doing at TMI at this moment is focused in the Netherlands. But we are here today to explore, to talk to you guys, to find new people, pioneers, who share the same vision as that we do. So if you are an educational leader, you're working for a ministry, you're a teacher, or just an educational fanatic, or something I didn't say in these 4 words, something else, you love education, please become a pioneer at TMI.1. It's an email address. It's launched today. And if you want to share your ideas, if you want to talk to us, write this email address down, and let's make a collaboration out of this. And as I said earlier, the future is here. The future is here today. Let's start here and now. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. My colleagues will be at the door giving you cards of TMI, little business cards. So take them home, think of it, and maybe we share a collaboration in the future. Thank you so much.